Follow all Moasers news on his website, www.moasers.com. And on his Facebook Moasers and Instagram Moasers13 page 2. For daily exclusive publications.
Hello, dear Moaser follower, and welcome for this new montage and basic video. And today, let's talk about the subscreen. This is the second part with the ANX. Why to do with ANX? Because the screens are very different when you are on the part level, because now we are on the part level, and you use ANX, FMX, or AWM2. The screens are really different. We will see some things different. So I need to be and done a dedicated video for the ANX and each audio engine. If you do not have seen my first video about the command level, please see the video, because to go quickly, I explained some things on that command video, and here I will go a little more quickly. So to not be loose, see my first subscreen video about the command level. Shoot all along the video, because on the bonus we are going to talk about how to mute or to make on solo one oscillator operator or one element. If you do not know me, my name is Joel Borg. I work in partnership with Yamaha Music Europe and France, and you can retrieve me for daily publication on my Facebook, it's called Moisier, Instagram Moisier13, and also as a reference you have the website www.moisier.com. And if you are not already a Moisier YouTube follower, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. Let's go for the subscreen with part level and ANX part. So I choose here to be on selected part, and on the first one you have the OSC1, oscillator 1. And one thing you can do, you can manage through the page like that, but you can press like this also on the first button just to navigate like that if you prefer. And here for the oscillator 1, we can change the wave. We can change the octave of this oscillator. We can change the pitch, the pulse width, the sync pitch, the ring to FM, and the output level of this oscillator, of course. If we go on the envelope generator, we can change the pulse width, the sync, and you have the attack, decay, sustain, release like that. And on the low frequency oscillator, you have the pulse width, the sync, the wave, the speed delay, and fade in. If we go on the oscillator 2, we have the same settings. So it's really huge to have all of this on the subscreen. You do not need to go and search on the screen, even with Navigate. If Navigate is very great to find things. Here we have a lot of things that you can edit on stage, on live, and to prepare and to edit your performances. That's very great and huge and quick to go like that. A little bit differences for the oscillator 3, because we have the noise with him, and we have not all the settings, because it starts as a base for the oscillator 1 and 2 for the ring or the FM. So we have these 5 settings here for the oscillator 3. We have the noise level here and the OSC3 level here. We have the envelope generator for the 3 and the LFO for the 3, like that. And this is all the things, near all the things, we will see at the end. All the things that we have for the ANX. Now, we are going to edit the part. So we have the audio engine, the ANX, that produces the base of the sound, and around we have all the things that you can do in a part on the montage M. So for the part, you can change the note shift, which is by semitone changing. So if you press plus 12, 1 octave more. You can detune, you can manage the pitch, bend, range. Here, this is the portamento we have seen on the first video, the master switch and the part switch, and we have here, this is the part time, not the command time, but we have seen on the first video. Here, this is the part time. We can manage the pitch envelope generator for each of the 3 oscillators. Here we have the depth, and we have here the 4 parameters for the envelope generator. We have the low frequency oscillator for the 3 with the depth, the wave and speed delay and fade in. We can go to the filter, and on the filter, you have 2 filters on the ANX. We say, okay, I see 1 with the basic settings that we have, the cutoff, the resonance, the cutoff up to velocity. You need to assign a filter type if you want to do some things. On the second filter that we have, you have the filter envelope generator for the 1, for the 2. Here it was at 0 at the start because there was nothing set at the start, at the base for this part. We have the low frequency oscillator for the filter 2, filter 1, filter 2, the wave and the settings. And we have on mix, we have here the filter 1 cutoff velocity, case, and things like that, all things that you can edit. On the amplitude, you have the AEG with the level, the drive, and the level answering to the velocity and the 4 settings that we have. Low frequency oscillator, the depth, the speed, the delay, the wave. And here, this is the part level. If I go to page jump, this is the part level, the part, and here this is the variation send from the part to go to the common effect. But this is the part settings for the variation and the reverb here. And if we go to the FX, we have the insert 1, insert 2, so I will not go fully time on it because this is the same idea that on the first video, so you can change the type of preset in. And the settings, depending on the effect you have choose, you see this is not the same here. And you have a sort of free band EQ that you have, it's pre-FX. Before the FX, you have this free band EQ that you can manage here on the subscreen. And the nice surprise is here. Here we have a lot of things. We have the arpeggio, so you can set the part arpeggio on off. This is not the master, this is the part. The arpeggio select from 1 to 8, the swing, the unit multiply, the gate, the velocity, the octave range. The same idea for the motion sequencer with the motion sequencer select that you can find on off, the swing, the unit, amplitude, change, move, and random. Okay. On the control, we have more details that at command level. We have what is under control of the Asynap 1 for the part. This is the cutoff. You see the picture here, so it's bipolar. I can change to unipolar, so I can manage some things better than on command level. And I can manage the ratios. So very important when you start from a preset and you say, it's a little great, but it's a little bit too much. You go on that, you can change very quickly the ratio. That's very great to have that. Poly aftertouch only if you have a M8X. Of course, here I have the M6, or on the M set you will see nothing because we do not have the poly aftertouch. And the surprise is here, because one very important thing for the ANX is also the unison. And the unison is here. You have the unison, the detune, the spread, like that you can manage. I will not pass time here. This is the same thing that we have on the command level video. This is the reverb variation, dry level pan, volume send for each part from 1 to 8 or 9 to 16, or the audio like that we have. This is really the same thing. And the surprise, if you go to the groove and you can say, whoa, what is this play FX? What it is about? Remember, page jump, this is for the pattern. If you record on pattern, you can manage some parameters for the play FX for this part here, play FX 1 and play FX 2, which is here. So very great to have that too after you have recorded your pattern. If you want to go deeper on your montage and or ESP or taking in or all the subjects I can cover in the Moesio Masterclass that you have seen now bottom, you can ask me for a Moesio Masterclass through the Music Artspace platform. It's available in French. It's available in English too. You can ask me from anywhere in the world through the Music Artspace. You can choose the day on my available slots, of course. And the time is on your time zone. If you live in USA, if you live on Japan, as an example, you can choose on your time zone. You choose the topic we are going to work together. And at the end of the session, you have your video recording that you can download and review as many anytime you need. Thank you, Music Artspace, for that. And now that's the bonus time. And for this bonus, I tell to you that I'm going to talk about the mute of the oscillator apparatus element. But before to go, I want to come back on this unison screen. Because here on that screen, if you do page jump, you say, oh, where is my unison? There is not only unison. The first settings are the velocity depth and the monopoly here, like that, and the velocity depth you see on the screen, curve moving. That's because the two first, and the first one is from this page, that when you press page jump, you go on this page. To see the unison, you just need to go to ANX settings, like that, very quick. And now you can see that I can manage my unison like that. Okay? Just a quick information to you. Do not be surprised about that. So let's come back and talk about muting or put on solo an oscillator, like we have here for ANX, or an operator for the FMX, or a AWM2 element. Oh, we can do that because for the part we know we press shift and mute, and here I have only one, but I can do like that and mute the parts if I have several by pressing here. But or I can select my oscillator 1 or 2 alone as an example. Another time press shift and you see it's lighting, and now I can select which is mute and which is unmute as an example. If I want to have alone, the better is to I go on the part select now, press shift and solo to be on solo. So the part is on solo, so I will hear only that part. And I keep pressing shift, and now I can put on solo the oscillator 1 as an example if I want to have it on solo. Very easy, but you need to know how to do, of course. That video ending, I hope you have liked it. I hope you have find it interesting. If yes, please click on the blue thumb. And remember to you, that's very important for me because I do this huge work to make this video outside my office day work, which is not linked to the music. So please, if you like, press like. If you want to support the channel because you have learned something great and you want to thank me, you can do bottom right of the video. You have the super thanks. It's a kind of donation. It will help me to renew the licenses of the software I use, or buy new software, or buy new gear to improve the rendering of the video I produce for you for free on YouTube. So thank you in advance if you go on that way. I remember to you, if you want a Moisure Masterclass information on video description and on video ending through the Music Hackspace platform. See you soon for one of our montage and basic Moisure video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moisures Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moisures' expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, Music Hackspace instructor and host of the Camelot Pro Sessions, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro. Book your session for your personal Moisures one-to-one session. It's available for users all over the world through Music Hackspace platform. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moisures calendar available slots on your time zone. Thank you for watching this Moisures video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon, bye!